Good morning, it's Anna. Happy October. And I thought today would be a great day to post an extra video. I guess my version of Vlogtober, although I'm not going to be filming every day, and do a tour of my writing box. I get a lot of questions about this whenever people see a little sneak peek of it, and quite a few people have requested a tour of it, and I thought today would be a great day. Just a little snippet, it is a super gray day in Washington, and I've got a very curious bunny in a very dirty bunny pen, which I've got to clean today, and I've got tea brewing in the background. So I'm going to jump right into it. You can still find this, I believe, on Amazon. And this panel actually folds out. This is solid wood. I don't know the dimensions, but if I can find the writing desk, I will link it below. It cost me, at the time, a bit of money, but it was kind of like my gift to myself when I got my first professional job, after like years in retail. So this was kind of like my little congrats to myself, and I had full intentions of owning one of these one day, preferably an antique one, but those are hard to come by and very expensive to get because they're either in very bad condition or very expensive if they're fully intact and in good condition. So from the side, that's what you can see, and it's very well made. It's very solid. Now, I do have to say that based on the design, which I know is very traditional, is this slants all the way down. And because of the gloss, the varnish finish of the wood, makes things a little bit hard to stay on. So if I were to put my journal on this, it slides off. So what I tend to do is put like something underneath to kind of level it off so things can actually sit flat on it to write easily on. On top here, I usually just keep an antique teacup, which I will just move aside for now. Some crystals and seashells from my beach going, and then this really cool like letters mail slot that I got from an antique, like a flea market a long time ago. I love that thing. It's one of my prized possessions. And the top here actually opens up to reveal a bunch of little compartments. So this actually leans all the way back, and then you've got this one slot here. I keep the Game of Thrones, Hand of the King seal, and these copper book darts, no, bronze book darts. And then over here, this is actually separated by a solid piece, and I've got nibs, lavender lip balm, it's like a local place, and then a really cool like vintage style matches that I got from a fun store here in Washington. And then here I just decided to keep my Tools to Live by paper clips because they just fit perfectly in there. Now these actually lift up, so if you were looking to get one of these, when you store stuff here, you kind of have to carefully lift it up because there are no panels on the side. So here I keep a couple wax sticks and a seal. And then I've got a wine cork. It's one of the wine bottles that we had brought back from our honeymoon. And then, here, I'm just gonna put this down. And then like a Swarovski little ornament that came with like a gift that my husband got me during Christmas one year. So that just kind of tucks in right there. And then here I've got more seals. This one was I don't know, did I buy that? No. I bought that one. I don't know what it came with. And then this one says, "Miss you, a cousin got that for me." And then underneath that, I've got more seals. This one I've had since I was like a kid, when my maiden name was with a Y. So I keep that, and actually I could change that out because these twist off, but I just keep it that way. And then these are from my childhood too, which I have full intentions to have my Chinese name engraved on it. So this is of a tiger, and then another one which I'm going to have engraved with my name on it. So those all fit perfectly in there. And I love the little kind of just like tucks and nooks, and it's great. And then you've got this main panel here that actually lifts up and reveals a little hiding spot for a bunch of other things. So here I keep just a lot of my like favorite things, mementos and such. A pen pal once sent me this quote. It's a bookmark, but it's solid, and it's very pretty, and it's perfect. So I just didn't want to really get it messed up, so I just keep it in there. I've got stickers from Bath that were just too precious to use from a trip, so I keep them in there. I've got a homemade monocle, which, as vintage things go, that just kind of goes well with the theme, so I decided to keep it in here. A couple of little charms that I switch out to use with my traveler's notebook. This is really fun. It's an actual fossil of a, I don't know, some sort of leaf, but I used to work for a museum, and then one of my friends who was interning with the actual, I don't even know what you call those, archivists for the museum, he showed me like a inside tour of the offices, and I got to pick out a fossil, so good memories there. Keep that in there to keep it safe. One of like these pretty thank you cards. I always have thank you cards on hand, so I just keep one of those in here. My traveler's notebook, Midori brass clips, and this is not my current address, so don't worry about it. These are correspondence from writing to the Queen. I keep all of them in here, as well as when we wrote to the Duke and Duchess of Cambridge to congratulate them. I had a woodland themed wedding, and so we wrote all the names of everybody on rocks from our local beach as place cards. These are classic-y numbered sheets. I don't even know exactly what they are, but I use it for scrapbooking. Just keep that in there. And then all the limited edition Pan Am stickers. I've been slowly trying to use them, but at the same time it's like I don't want to waste them, so I'm kind of choosing special moments to use them, so I keep them in here. And then I've got a stack of vintage library cards that my husband once got me as a gift, because I love all things with libraries. And then I've got the Traveler's Notebook Edition 5th anniversary star. Are these the 5th anniversary? Yeah, 5th anniversary Star Fairy stickers, which I have been saving for the longest time to use for my next trip to Hong Kong, because I haven't been in years. And that's it. You can fit quite a bit in here. I mean, look at the depth of that. And so I used to store a lot more in here. But lately, I just felt like, because I have more desk space and all that, I've kind of redistributed everything. And so I do use this writing desk. Once in a while I will bring it over to the sofa, and then I'll just kind of set a little like TV tray out and then just write on it. So, and then sometimes I will just kind of move things around and actually write on this. It just makes me happy. It makes me think of Jane Austen and Emily Bronte and all of that. So folds up nicely. It's heavy even without anything in it, so it's very solid. I love it. And you can find different versions of that on Amazon too. They have smaller ones. They've got a travel one that I've had my eye on. It's not by the same company, and it's a different kind of wood finish, but they do make antique style ones for $70, $80, $90 depending on the size that you want. So I hope that satisfies your curiosity of my writing desk. As you can see, my desk area is kind of a mess. It usually is by the end of the weekend. But there it is. It's one of my favorite possessions, partly because it was just, you know, my gift to myself after that professional job, and I love it. And for any of you that are interested, I hope you guys look into getting one, because there's just something so tangibly nostalgic about writing and journaling on one of these, especially if you journal with like a fountain pen and you've got some vintage writing ephemera and things like that. I don't know, there's just something about it that makes using it that much better when you're journaling or writing or planning or whatever you're doing. So I encourage you to look into one. You can find them everywhere, even antique ones on like eBay or something if you're interested. So I hope that answers your questions. If you do have any that I haven't answered, please let me know in the comments below, and I will try to get back to you as soon as I can. And I hope you're doing well. Happy journaling. Bye.